Hello everyone, my name is Shivang Malik and I'm the manager in India for Nipissing University. Nipissing University is located in the city of North Bay of Ontario province of Canada. So for today's session, we will be talking about Nipissing University in detail, about its location, what does it has in store for students, what kind of programs we offer, and what is the eligibility requirement for the same. So before I start with the session, I hope all of you are keeping well, all of you are safe and sound back home and having a good time with your families. I understand that the situation is currently tough for each and every one of you and for us all together. But I hope that all of us, if we stick together, we will be able to get out of the situation really soon. Things are getting better, not just in India, but across the world, especially for students who want to go abroad for their higher studies, who want to go abroad for their further education. I guess they were quite, they were not able to get information, but thanks to this initiative by Landmark Opportunities, Landmark Immigration, they are doing a really good job in order to help students to find a location of their choice, to find an institution of their choice, and to know more about it. So today here I am to tell you about Nipissing University, and just in case you have any doubts or any queries, you can put it up either in the chat window or you can get in touch with Landmark Immigration. They will be help you with any problem that you might have. So yeah, let's start with the session. Nipissing University, it's a fairly new university founded in 1992. So that makes us a 27-year-old university. But we are more than a 100-year-old college. So we used to be a teacher training college, but got converted into a university in 1992. So now let us talk like what is the benefit of such an old institution? You will hear a lot of places, that this institution is 100 years old or 200 years old. But what is the benefit of it? So I mean, if an institution is old, that means let's take an example of Nipissing University being a 100-year-old institution. That means there have been 100 batches that have been passed out from the university, and our students are working not just in Ontario, not just in Canada, but across the world. And this is called our alumni network. So, alumni network is the one that represents the university in any organization that they work. So, what is the benefit of the alumni network for the students? So suppose you're a BTech student, you're a BSc student, or you're a BBA student, and you meet a alumni who is on campus because we do organize a lot of alumni meets. They keep on coming back to the campus, and you meet an alumni who has been passed out from your particular program almost 10, 15 years ago. So these are the people who will tell you about the on ground industry exposure. They will tell you what kind of skills do you need to in order to secure a job of your choice. And this is really, really important. So another example of it is that considering the current COVID-19 situation, all the alumni of Nipissing University, they formed a fund that was COVID-19 relief fund for Nipissing University. And every alumni contributed some X amount of money to that particular fund. And this money is utilized by none other than the Nipissing University students. So the current students of Nipissing University are using this money to meet their day-to-day expenses and in order to, come across any emergency expense that they might have come across during this tough time. So this clearly shows how closely we are knit as a family, and Nipissing University, it's not just a university, but a closely knit family. And this is really, really important. Also, the alumni are the one who put their word of reference for you once you want to land up into the job of your choice. So yes, I'll be taking a lot of questions during today's session. And yeah, we'll be talking about all your questions. Neha, just to answer your question, Nipissing University do accept distance learning. So yeah, in order to move ahead, as I've told you, Nipissing University, we are a public university. That means we are a government university, and we are located in the North Bay city of Ontario, province of Canada. North Bay is located at a distance of 3.5 hours away from Toronto and 4 hours away from Ottawa by road. So we are basically the northern part of Ontario. So if you imagine a triangle, on your top will be North Bay, on your bottom left will be Toronto, and on your bottom right will be Ottawa. By air distance from Toronto and Ottawa is 40 minutes. North Bay has its own airport, which is 7 to 8 minutes drive from the campus. North Bay downtown is 10 minutes drive from the campus. We have got a huge campus of 720 acres. So starting from your supermarkets to your sports facility to your on-campus accommodation, everything is available right on campus. So that's about the basics of Nipissing University. Talking about North Bay, it's a mid-sized town with a population of approximately 56,000 people and quite a beautiful city. We are surrounded by mountains, we have got lakes, we have got beaches. Being an average North American town, you've got shopping mall, multiplex restaurants, everything. So from your basic necessities to your recreational activities, North Bay will have everything for you in store. Then what does North Bay has in store for students? The first and foremost factor is that our visa success is very high. The second point is our lower cost of living. And when I'm talking about lower cost of living, it is almost half of what a student pays in Toronto. A single occupancy accommodation in Toronto downtown might cost you 1,000 Canadian dollars, whereas a single occupancy accommodation in a city like North Bay will cost you less than 500 Canadian dollars per month. So that's how affordable our on campus accommodation are in North Bay. And the expenses are not just half in terms of your accommodation, but other day-to-day expenses as well. Then majority of our students work on campus and get paid minimum 14 to $15 an hour. So there are a lot of opportunities that we have on campus. We have our recruitment department, our sports facility, our gymnasium, where university prefers hiring the international students so that their working schedules can be in accordance to their class schedules, and students can work on campus without worrying about their class schedules or anything. Absolutely, there are a lot of off-campus jobs available. There are a lot of jobs into public and healthcare, so students can go for that as well. So that can be worked out for sure. Moving ahead, North Bay now comes under our RNIP, which is the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program. So this is a special provincial nominee program run by the Canadian government. So through this particular RNIP program, students are looking for permanent settlement opportunities. This gets quite easier. So now let's move ahead and talk about Nipissing University. Before that, for a lot of students who have this question about the weather of North Bay, it is very, very similar to that of Toronto. So it is definitely snows in winters, but it is not that chilly. So the maximum temperature drop is minus 15. Summers, it is quite warm. So there is nothing to worry about the weather of North Bay. And your campus, your public transport, your accommodations will be definitely centrally air conditioned. So it's a good place to be in. Now let's talk about Nipissing University. So what makes us stand out is the first and foremost factor is that Nipissing University has been ranked number one in Ontario and number three in Canada in terms of its overall student satisfaction. Now, these rankings are not given to us by ourselves, but it is according to the Maclean's ranking that we have received. According to Maclean's, which is the official body to govern the rankings of the Canadian institution, Nipissing University ranks number one in Ontario and number three in Canada in terms of its overall student satisfaction. Now, why is student satisfaction important? You are a student who is about to spend a lot of hard-earned money of their parents. You're about to invest a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. And the next 50, 60 years of your life will be, dependent on the kind of efforts you put in right now and the kind of institution you choose right now. And despite of putting in such efforts, if you're not satisfied with your institution, it does not make sense at all. And especially for the students that I counsel, I tell them for any institution that you choose, not just Nipissing University, just check how much students are satisfied by studying in that particular institution. And if you talk about the student satisfaction rankings, as I've told you, we are ranked number one in Ontario and number three in Canada. Now, few factors contributing to such rankings are that we have an average classroom size of 29 students, and the average student to teacher ratio across the university is 26 is to 1. All the professors at Nipissing University are A grade professors. And if you will look at the average classroom size, it is 29 students. Also, for every 26 students, we have got one faculty on campus. So our students are not just a roll number for us, they have a name and a voice. So any problem that you might have, you can go and discuss it with your faculty members. And if you're lacking behind in any of the subject matter, your faculties will be there to help you out. Also, Nipissing University has been ranked number one to promote mental health and to prevent sexual assault on campus. If you're following the international news, there has been a rise of 120% in the suicidal rate of the international students. And with the kind of initiatives Nipissing University has, they are among the best in the country. That is why Nipissing University ranks number one to promote mental health and to prevent sexual assault on campus, which also ensures the overall safety and security of our students. Nipissing University has excellent student support services. So no matter what problem a student might have during their tenure in the university, you have a problem with your banking, you have a problem with your taxation, you're feeling homesick, you want to choose minor major subjects. So no matter what problem you have, you can visit our student support service department, and they will be acting as a friend to you during your tough times. So you can just visit the student support service department as a friend, discuss your problem, and you will get a solution to any of your problem. So that's how we take care of our students, and each and every student at Nipissing University is important to us. Also, our experiential learning curriculum and our on-campus accommodations have been ranked among the top 5 in Canada. I'll discuss about that later on, but before that, I want to tell you about a very unique policy that Nipissing University has, which is called as NU Promise, that is called Nipissing University Promise. So, according to Nipissing University Promise, if you are an undergraduate student and you don't get a job within 6 months of your graduation in your particular field of study, the Nipissing University refunds 1 year of your tuition fee. That's right. If you're an undergraduate student and you don't get a job within 6 months of your graduation in your field of study, the university will refund 1 year of your tuition fee. Now, we are among the very few universities of Canada who has such a policy, and this speaks quite highly of our placements. So, just to give you an idea, more than 90.8% of our university students find employment within 6 months of graduation. So, our placements are not just Western Ontario, but across Canada. Now, for students who are asking about scholarships, if you are a student who want to go for post-bachelor diploma, and Sunny, I'll just come on that. But before that, I want to talk about scholarships. So if you're a student who want to go for a post-bachelor diploma, post-bachelor certificate, or a master's degree program, your scholarships are totally dependent on your profile. So once you fill in the application form and the university accepts your admission, they will be deciding on your scholarship. But if you're a student who want to apply for undergraduate degree program, no matter what background you come from CBSE board, ICSE, Punjab board, Haryana board, or even NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. If you have 80 to 84% marks in class 12th, you will be eligible for a $1,500 of scholarship. If you have 85 to 89% marks, you will be eligible for a $2,500 of scholarship. In case you have 90% and above, you will be eligible for a $7,000 of scholarship. So, I mean, there are some really good scholarships that we provide for our undergraduate degree programs. I'll repeat the scholarship criteria all over again. If you're a student with 80 to 84% marks, you will be eligible for a $1,500 of scholarship. With 85 to 89% marks, you will be eligible for a $2,500 of scholarship. In case you have secured 90% and above in any of the board, you will be eligible for a $7,000 of scholarship. So all the tuition fee that you will pay for the first year will be minus of your scholarship. So let us suppose 1 year of tuition fee for Nipissing University is $19,000 and you're a student with 92% marks. All you have to pay for the first year will be $12,000 only. And there is no separate test or form required for these scholarships. All you have to do is fill in your application form, send us the documents. If you're eligible, your scholarship will be mentioned in the offer letter itself. And if you secure 80% and above during first year of your education in Nipissing University, your scholarship can continue for second, third, and fourth year as well. And for the students who are not able to secure a scholarship right now, that means you have less than 80% marks in class 12 right now. If you secure 80% and above during first year of your education at Nipissing University, you will be able to continue your scholarship for second, third, and fourth year as well. So that's how fantastic our scholarship criteria are, and we give fair chance to all our students to secure these scholarships. Now, if the criteria are clear, we discussed about our student satisfaction rankings, we discussed about our job security policy, and we discussed about our scholarships. I will now be discussing the programs that Nipissing University offers. So we do offer a lot of programs. I'll start with the master's degree program. Nipissing University offers 2 years of master degree program. We offer Master of Arts in History and Master of Arts in Sociology. We offer Master of Education, Master of Environmental Science, Master of Environmental Studies, Master of Science in Kinesiology, and Master of Science in Mathematics. So, general requirement for our master's degree program is 16 years of education. So that means after class 12, you should either have a 4 years of bachelor's degree or a 3 years of bachelor's degree combined with 1 year of PG diploma or a 2 years of master's with 70% aggregate along with 3 letters of recommendations, 1 SOP and 1 CV. So for students who come from arts background, they can go for Master of Arts in History or Master of Arts in Sociology. They can also go for Master of Environmental Studies. For students who come from zoology, botany, civil engineering, or chemical engineering background, they can go for Master of Environmental Sciences. For students who come from nursing or physiotherapy background, they can go for Master of Science in Kinesiology. And students from mathematics or BTech backgrounds can go for Master of Science in Mathematics. And now we have two very wonderful programs at Nipissing University. One is Master of Education. For this particular program, you can be from any background with a 4 years of bachelor's degree or a 3 years of bachelor's degree combined with 1 year of post-graduation diploma or a 2 years of master's with 70% aggregate. You will be eligible for a 2 years of Master of Education program at Nipissing University. If you come from a 3 years of bachelor's degree with no PG diploma or no master's, but you have a 3 years of bachelor's degree with 65% aggregate, you can go for a 2 years of post-baccalaureate, 2 years of Bachelor of Education program at Nipissing University. So Bachelor of Education program, which is also called as B.Ed program, is very similar to that we have in India. Even in India, after a 3 years of bachelor's degree, you go for a 2 years of Bachelor of Education program. Similarly, if you come from a 3 years of bachelor's degree from India with 65% aggregate, you can go for a 2 years of Bachelor of Education program at Nipissing University. For all the programs that we just discussed, I have already told you the requirements. I'll come on the language requirements right now. Nipissing University accepts IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, and Duolingo. IELTS will require 6.5 in reading, speaking, and listening with minimum 6 in writing. PTE will require 63 overall with no module less than 60. TOEFL will require 93 overall with no subject less than 22. Duolingo has to be 115, 115. So this is about the master's program that Nipissing University offers. Now I'll be discussing the 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma that we offer. Nipissing University offers 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma in finance, marketing, human resource, international business, and business administration. So 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma can be pursued by any student who comes with a 3 years of bachelor's degree background from India with 60% aggregate. So even if you have done your bachelor's in arts or science, hotel management, fashion technology, BCA or BTech, if you have 60% aggregate in your 3 years of bachelor's degree, you can go for a 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma either in finance or marketing or human resource or international business or business administration. So after this 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma, we have 1 year of post-baccalaureate certificate program in general business management and human resource management. Even for these program, any student with a 3 years of bachelor's degree, be it Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Hotel Management, Fashion Technology, BCA, BTech, with 60% aggregate, a student can go for a 1 year of post-baccalaureate certificate in General Business Management and Human Resource Management. So for 2 years of post-baccalaureate diploma and 1 year of post-baccalaureate certificate, our language requirement, we again accept IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, and Duolingo. IELTS we require 6.5 in each module. PTE we require 58 overall with no module less than 56. TOEFL we require 83 overall with no subject less than 22, and Duolingo we require 110, 110 as your overall score. Gap is definitely not a problem for students who want to study at Nipissing University. If you are a working candidate, up to 10 years of your gap is acceptable. Up to 12 backlogs are acceptable at Nipissing University. Now, I would want to talk about the undergraduate degree programs that we offer. So before I'll come on the undergraduate degree program, I want to tell you that the duration of our undergraduate degree programs is 4 years. And all the programs that we offer at Nipissing University are honors degree programs. All the undergraduate programs will be honors degree program. So what is the difference between a regular degree program and a honors degree program? So once you apply for a job after your program, honors degree holder students are always given a weightage over a regular degree holder. So your honors degree will be more appreciated in terms of the job prospects. So for students who come from super medical background in class 12th, that means you have studied physics, chemistry, maths, and biology in class 12th, you are eligible to go for a BSc biology program. This particular program will teach you about life sciences and forensics. So if you are willing to pursue medicines after it, this is a good program to go for. Now for students who come from PCB background, physics, chemistry, biology, but without maths. So that is medical background that we call. So for students with medical background can go for BSc into environmental biology and technology. They can go for Bachelor of Physical and Health Education, or they can go for BSc biology. And yes, before I move further, I want to tell you that Nipissing University is one of the very few universities who offer you a BSc nursing program without maths. For students who come from non-medical background, that means you have studied physics, chemistry, and mathematics in class 12. You can go for a BSc Computer Science program or a BSc Psychology, which will be a clinical psychology program, BSc Mathematics, or BSc into Environment and Physical Geography. So these are the programs for the science students. Now let's discuss about the Bachelor of Business Administration programs that Nipissing University offers. For BBA programs, the best part is that any students, even if you're a student from without maths background, because I do get a lot of people in Haryana and Punjab, they have not studied mathematics in class 12th and they want to go for BBA programs. For such kind of students, Nipissing University offers really, really good BBA programs without mathematics background. So no matter what background you come from, you will be able to apply for a BBA program at Nipissing University. Few of the specializations that we offer at our BBA programs is accounting, finance, economics, human resource, marketing, international business, business administration, entrepreneurship and innovation leadership, business analytics, public administration, and sustainable business streams. First year of BBA will be common for all the students, and a student will be asked to choose their specialization from the second year onwards. So during the first year, you will get a very fair idea what kind of program you want to go ahead with it, and you can choose your specialization accordingly from the second year onwards. Now, for students who come from humanities background, no matter what subjects you have chosen in class 12th, if you have English as one of the subject, you will be eligible to apply for Bachelor of Arts program at Nipissing University. Few of the specializations that we offer in our Bachelor of Arts program is anthropology, classical studies, child and family studies, criminal justice, English studies, environmental geography, geography, history, then gender equality and social justice, then we have social work, sociology, political science, psychology. We also have Bachelor of Fine Arts with majors into sculpture, painting, filming, and music, and we don't require any portfolios for the same. So, no matter what background you come from in class 12th, if you come from arts, commerce with maths, without maths, or science, you will have programs of your choice to study at Nipissing University. All we require you to have is 60% aggregate in class 12th, and there is no criteria for core subjects. So first of all, even if you come from any board, you come from Punjab board, Haryana board, CBSE, ICSE, or even if you come from NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling, Nipissing University will be more than happy to offer you an admission. All you require is 60% aggregate, and there is no criteria for core subjects. So even if you have less than 40 marks in any of the subject, you don't have to worry. You are eligible to apply for a program of your choice at Nipissing University. Now let's discuss the language requirement for the undergraduate degree program. We again accept IELTS, PT, TOEFL, and Duolingo. Especially for students who want to go for PT, they are quite, they don't have the clarity if the Canadian institutions accept PT. But Nipissing University is one of the very few institutions in Canada who accept PT. For IELTS, we require 6.5 in each module. For PTE, we require 58 overall with no module less than 56. For TOEFL, we require you to have 83 overall with no subject less than 22. Duolingo has to be 110. So that's the academic and language requirements. 1 year of tuition fee for any of the programs at Nipissing University, be it undergraduate program, post-baccalaureate diploma, post-baccalaureate certificate, or master's degree program. Our 1 year of tuition fee, it's 19,325 Canadian dollars. 19,325 Canadian dollars for any of the program. And if you remember in the beginning, I told you, Sunny, that was your question as well. I remember that. What about the on-campus accommodation? In the beginning, I told you that our on-campus accommodation are one of the best in Canada. It is because we don't follow any dormitory kind of structures. We have 4 bedroom apartments where every student gets a personal bedroom with a personal bed, table, chair, Elmira with a lockable door. At the same time, you'll get a full-fledged kitchen where you can cook your meals. You will get a lounge area and dining area, which you'll be sharing with 3 other students. Along with this, you get high-speed internet connection, free bus ride to the nearest grocery store, fitness classes every morning, and dog therapy sessions every week. Everything included, your 1 year of accommodation will be 5,700 Canadian dollars, 5700 CAD. So if you calculate it, it will come up to be less than 500 Canadian dollars per month. So the on-campus accommodations are very, very affordable for the students who really want to stay on campus. And as I've told you, you have opportunities to work on campus, and then you're definitely staying on campus. And so this is quite a good opportunity for students who are looking for on-campus accommodation. Moving ahead, I want to tell you that Nipissing University generally has 2 intakes, January and September. We are right now accepting applications for September 20 intake. All the programs that we discussed are open for September 20 intake. And even if you are not able to prepare for your language exam or you are awaiting your last education result, you can apply for a conditional offer letter with Nipissing University. All right. I'll discuss about the application fee for master's degree program. Our application fee is 130 Canadian dollars, 130. Whereas for our undergraduate degree program, post-bachelor diploma and post-bachelor certificate, our application fee is 110 Canadian dollars. So without wasting much of the time, I'll take the questions that you have. Uh, yes. So Chaman, plus 12 commerce with 6 in each. No, I have already discussed the language requirements. Harpreet, yes, 69% is acceptable, but I have already discussed the language requirements. Uh, Dancy, our annual tuition fee, as I've discussed, is 19,325 Canadian dollars. Sunny, I guess I've answered your question already, and the scholarships and about the on-campus accommodation. Jaskirat, yes, we can consider your profile, but we'll have to have a look at it. Neha, I have already discussed about the gap backlogs, and yes, I've told you that we accept the conditional offer letters. So I guess I have pretty much covered all the questions. Harpreet, no, 5.5 is not acceptable. Our IELTS requirement is 6.5 in each module. We don't offer any hospitality programs, Ashish.